Hello dear students, welcome to chemistry class. In this class we are going to discuss one of the new chapter from the organic chemistry part, that is organometallic compounds. Organometallic compounds, and in this chapter we are discussing about the synthesis of methyl magnesium iodide and its synthetic application in the preparation of alcohols, that to primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols, and in the preparation of aldehydes, ketones, esters, carboxylic acids, amines and alkanes. And next concept is organolithium compounds, and here we are discussing about the preparation of lithium dialkyl cuprate and its use in the synthesis of higher alkane. Okay. And let me explain the definition for that organometallic compound. What are organometallic compounds? These are the organic compounds in which metal is directly linked to a carbon atom. Organometallic compounds are the organic compounds in which the metal is directly linked to a carbon, or in other words we can define these organometallic compounds by this definition: the compounds containing at least one chemical bond between a carbon atom of an organic molecule and a metal. The compounds containing at least one chemical bond between a carbon atom of an organic molecule and a metal are called organometallic compounds. And for this I will write, this is the carbon of an organic molecule, and here I am writing M, it is a symbol of a metal, and I will write some of the examples for metal which can form the organometallic compounds: lithium, sodium, potassium, magnesium. These are all only the some of the examples: zinc, cadmium, mercury, etc. Okay. This is the general formula for the organometallic compounds, and here we can use any of the metals like lithium, sodium, potassium, etc. In other words, we can say here we can use all type of metals like alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, transition metals, and some of the metalloids like boron, silicon and tin, or etc. Okay. This is all about the organometallic compounds, and we can write some of the examples for these organometallic compounds. This is a methyl lithium. This is a methyl magnesium bromide, and we can write a general formula for this as an RMgX, and this is called what? Grignard's reagent. Okay, these are the some examples for the organometallic compounds. Then what do you mean by Grignard reagent? These are nothing but the organomagnesium halides. These Grignard reagents are nothing but the organomagnesium halides, and these are having the general formula of RMgX, and here X may be any halide like Cl, Br, or I, chloride, bromide or iodide. Here we cannot use fluorides because the fluorides are less reactive, they can form a strong bond with the magnesium. And here R may be any alkyl group, any organic group. We can write some examples for these Grignard reagents: CH3Mg Br, methyl magnesium bromide, CH3MgCl, methyl magnesium chloride, CH3Mgi, methyl magnesium iodide, CH3CH2Mgi, ethyl magnesium iodide. Like this we can write a number of examples for the Grignard reagent. And here the nature of bond between the organic group, carbon atom of an organic group, and the metal is highly polar. This bond is highly polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond. Why? See here. Here the metal is electropositive in nature, and this carbon is having high electronegativity as compared to the metal. Therefore, it will drag these bonded pair of electrons towards its center, and automatically the carbon of an organic group will get a partial negative charge, and this metal will get a partial positive charge, and hence this bond will behave as a polar covalent bond. And because of this negative charge which is coming on the carbon, this carbon will act as an nucleophile. We can call this one as an nucleophilic carbon. Nucleophilic carbon. Okay. This is all about the Grignard reagent, and now we will discuss about the syllabus. The first concept of the syllabus is synthesis of methyl magnesium iodide. The first concept is the synthesis of methyl magnesium iodide, and we know that the formula for this methyl magnesium iodide is CH3MgI. It is a well known example for the Grignard reagent, and this methyl magnesium iodide can be prepared by treating methyl iodide with magnesium metal in presence of an ether, that too dry ether. When the methyl iodide is treated with magnesium in presence of dry ether, this magnesium will get insert between the methyl and iodide. This reaction involves the oxidative insertion of an magnesium between the methyl and iodide, and this one is a methyl magnesium iodide. This reaction involves the oxidative insertion of Mg between methyl and iodide group. Okay. Then what is oxidative insertion? See here the oxidation of magnesium is 0, and in the product it is showing the oxidation of +2. Okay. This is the oxidative insertion of an magnesium between methyl and iodide group. Okay. And the mechanism for this reaction is assumed to follow a free electron transfer mechanism. The mechanism for this reaction is believed or assumed that the mechanism is following a free electron transfer mechanism, and here we can write the mechanism in different steps. I am writing a general formula of this type. Rx, here R is an alkyl group and this X is an halide, and we know that the magnesium metal is having 2 electrons, valence electrons, and it will donate one of the electron to the most electronegative halide, and it forms Rx free radical plus Mg radical with positive charge, and after losing one electron this magnesium will get a positive charge. And in the next step this alkyl halide free radical will undergo a homolytic bond cleavage. One electron of this bond will go with the halogen or the halide, and another electron will go with the alkyl group, which results in the formation of an alkyl free radical and an halide. Instead of representing 2 electrons, I am writing negative charge. And in the next step, this alkyl free radical and this magnesium free radical will combine, and by donating one electron each, they will form a new bond. And the magnesium here also having a positive charge, because still it is a deficiency of 1 electron. Then in the last step, this positively charged alkyl magnesium ion will combine with the negatively charged halide and forms RMgX. It is an assumed or the believed mechanism which the preparation of methyl magnesium iodide is following. Okay. This is all about the synthesis of methyl magnesium iodide. The methyl magnesium iodide can be prepared by treating methyl iodide with the magnesium metal in presence of dry ether, and this magnesium metal will get insertion or the insert between the methyl and iodide groups and forms an methyl magnesium iodide. And why we are using here the dry ether? Why we are using dry ether? There are two reasons for the use of dry ether here. The first one is this ether is a aprotic solvent. This ether is a aprotic solvent. Aprotic solvent means what? It cannot lose or it cannot donate any protons. Those are H plus. If we are using water with the methyl magnesium iodide and magnesium, this Grignard reagent, after formation of the Grignard reagent, this methyl group, the CH3 group will abstract one of the proton from the water and get converted into an alkane. But our desired product is a methyl magnesium iodide, that is a Grignard reagent, but here we are getting the alkane. Therefore, in the preparation of this, we have to use an aprotic solvent like ether. Then the second one reason is this ether will stabilize the magnesium metal. This ether will stabilize the magnesium metal like this. Ether is having a two lone, the oxygen of ether is having a two lone pairs of electrons, and it can easily stabilize the central metal, that is the magnesium metal. We know that the halide is also electronegative, it is abstracting the bonded pair of electrons or dragging the bonded pair of electron towards itself, and hence it is getting positive charge. And here also the carbon is having more electronegativity and it is also dragging this bonded pair of electrons, and hence this magnesium is highly electropositive and it wants stability by the electron donors, and these ether which are present as a solvent will stabilize this positively charged magnesium by donating the lone pair of electrons which are present on the oxygen. Because of these two reasons, we are using here the ether. The main use of ether in the preparation of Grignard reagent is because it is an aprotic solvent, but if we use protic solvents like water, alcohol, our desired product will not be obtained. And the second one is these ether molecules will stabilize the formed Grignard reagent. Okay. This is all about the synthesis of methyl magnesium iodide. Then now we have to discuss about the synthetic application. Synthetic applications of this methyl magnesium iodide. Now we have to discuss the synthetic applications of methyl magnesium iodide. The first one is in the formation of alcohols. By using this methyl magnesium iodide, we can prepare or we can synthesize all three types of alcohols: primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Okay, let me explain one by one. First, I am preparing primary alcohol. Okay, when the Grignard reagent, and here I am explaining the reaction by taking a general Grignard reagent RMgX. When the Grignard reagent is treated with formaldehyde, which is having the formula HC double bond OH, this is what? Formaldehyde. This is the Grignard reagent. And we know that this organic group is having the carbon with more electron density, and therefore it will act as a nucleophile, and this carbonyl group, the carbonyl group which is having the formula C double bond O is polar in nature. The oxygen which is having more electronegativity will drag the bonded pair of electron towards itself, and it will get a negative charge, and hence the carbon will get a positive charge. And here we can say this carbon is having an electron deficiency and it is looking for the electron donors, and this organic group which is having an electron rich center will act as a nucleophile and attack on the electrophilic carbon of the carbonyl group, and hence this 5 bond will move towards the oxygen. And here we will have H, C, R, H, O, and this oxygen which is having an extra pair of electron we can represent by a negative charge, and this MgX will combine with this one, and there is no bond between these two. Actually there is an attraction between the positive and negative charge of the species, and this we can write in a square bracket because it is an intermediate. This is an intermediate. These intermediates are very highly reactive, short lived, and therefore they can be easily converted into a more stable form, and therefore these cannot be isolated. And once this intermediate is hydrolyzed in presence of an acid, we will have HCOH, HR. This negatively charged oxygen will drag one of the proton from the water and forms an alcohol, and the OH of this water molecule will combine with the magnesium OH, and this is the primary alcohol. This is the method of preparation of primary alcohols from Grignard reagent. When the Grignard reagent is treated with a formaldehyde followed by the acid hydrolysis, we will get a primary alcohol. And here I will write one example. When methyl magnesium iodide is treated with formaldehyde, this methyl group which is having more electron density will act as a nucleophile and attack on the electrophilic carbon, and hence the pi bond will shift towards the oxygen, and here we will have HCCH3 HO minus Mg plus I, and this is an intermediate, this on acid hydrolysis, we will get a HCOH HCH3 plus MgIOH, and this I will write as a CH3 CH2OH. This is an ethanol. Okay, this is a primary alcohol. Why it is a primary alcohol? Because here the carbon which is connecting to the OH is attached to only one carbon atom, therefore it is a primary alcohol. Okay. Then next one, preparation of secondary alcohols. Preparation of secondary alcohols by using the methyl magnesium iodide. When the Grignard reagent is treated with any aldehyde except formaldehyde, except formaldehyde, except formaldehyde, and here also this carbon is having an electropositive nature. Because of the electronegativity difference, this carbon is acting as an electron deficient center, therefore the nucleophilic attack of this organic group takes place on the electron deficient carbon, and hence we will get R dash C R H O minus Mg plus X, and this intermediate on acid hydrolysis H2O H plus, on acid hydrolysis we will get R dash CH R OH plus MgX OH. This is a secondary alcohol. Why? Because the carbon which is attached to the OH or which is having OH group is attached to two groups which are other than the hydrogen. This is a secondary alcohol. For this I will write an example of methyl magnesium iodide when treated with acetaldehyde C double bond O H, when treated with acetaldehyde. Here why we should not use the formaldehyde? In formaldehyde this group is also an H, but then we will, by using formaldehyde we will get a primary alcohol. Therefore, we should use the aldehydes other than the formaldehyde. Then here we will get this methyl group will attack on the electrophilic carbon and we will get CH3 C CH3 O H Mg plus I, and this unstable intermediate on acid hydrolysis forms CH3 C CH3 H OH plus I OH. This I will write as a CH3 C H CH3 OH, okay, and its name is 2-propanol. 2-propanol. This is a secondary alcohol. Then the third one application is in the preparation of tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols. When the Grignard reagent is treated with ketones, when Grignard reagents are treated with ketones, the nucleophilic group of the Grignard reagent will attack on the electron deficient carbon of the carbonyl group, and this bond will shift, and hence here we will get R dash C O minus Mg plus X R double dash R, and this unstable intermediate, here we are using ketone on acid hydrolysis, forms R dash C R double bond OH R plus MgX OH. This is an tertiary alcohol. For this I am taking an example of methyl magnesium iodide by reacting this one with acetone CH3 C double bond O CH3 acetone. What is its IUPAC name? Propanone. Propanone. When methyl magnesium iodide is treated with propanone, we will get CH3 C CH3 CH3 O MgI, and this on acid hydrolysis, the H of water will connect with the oxygen, negatively charged oxygen, and forms an alcohol, and the OH will combine with the magnesium, correct, and this one is a tertiary alcohol and its name is 2-methyl 2-propanol. 2-methyl 2-propanol. This is all about the synthesis of alcohols, that to primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols by using a Grignard reagent. In short, we can write when the Grignard reagent, that is RMgX, is treated with formaldehyde HC double bond O H, we will get a primary alcohol. We will get what? A primary alcohol. And when the Grignard reagent is treated with aldehyde, any aldehyde other than the formaldehyde, any aldehyde other than the formaldehyde, we will get a secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol when the Grignard reagent is treated with ketones, we will get a tertiary alcohol. Okay. And in exam they will ask for a 2 mark, how will you prepare primary alcohol from Grignard reagent? There we can write when the Grignard reagent is treated with formaldehyde followed by the acid hydrolysis, we will get a primary alcohol. Thank you.